Wrestling fans, you are here for the actually now first inaugural independent by itself, if you will, ringside Ring of Honor review. One Wrestling, bringing it to you by the show, presented each and every week as it's going up head to head with NXT. That's not going to stop the show from reviewing either one of these. That's the beauty of having the network and a DVR setting. It's Wrestling Wednesday night. It is a wrestler's dream come true right now. The 9 o'clock hour, so you do remember, is Impact Wrestling. Do not miss it. That will be reviewed and covered by our tag team partner here at One Wrestling, part of the Can-Am family at One Wrestling, one Andre _ Corbeil. Now, let's jump right into the go-home show for Ring of Honor, leading into Best in the World 2015. We open up with a tag team match of the War Machine, Rowe and Hanson, going up against the Decade, with Colby Corino as the young boy for BJ Whitmer, Adam Page. It's supposed to be a tag match between Whitmer, Page, and the War Machine, but they again hype him up and talk him in to being in the tag team match, to the digress of his father, King Corino, at ringside. The match continues to go on as it will. War Machine does not want to fight Colby Corino, as they realize he is in no condition to be in the ring with grown men. This is an 18-year-old kid that is probably 85 pounds, soaking wet, but he attacks and goes on against the Machine. It is a quick, somewhat painless end as he tried to tag out to Adam Page, who turned his back and walked off of the ring, leaving Corino to be pinned via the finishing maneuver of the War Machine. And as we all know, this is leading to Whitmer trying to get King Corino back in the ring one more time for one more match. We're going to see it at some time this year. When and where, not known at this time. For our second match of the night, we get the undefeated Moose with Veda Scott at his side, Stokely Hathaway coming along with them, going up against Cedric Alexander. This match was, well, let's first start off. Handshakes, not happening. Not with Veda Scott. She does not allow Moose to shake hands with anyone. The match was back and forth, as Cedric was not laying down for Moose for one bit. He took it to the big man and him fighting back and forth, to the point that Veda Scott got a wrench from under the ring, handing it to her man Moose, telling him to use it, as she had Stokely interfering with the referee on the other side of the ring. Moose refusing to use the wrench. Apparently, though, Cedric Alexander, tired of his losing ways and not getting his title shots, grabbed that wrench and cold cocked Moose with it and defeated the winning streak of the mighty Moose. That's right, Cedric Alexander got the win. 1, 2, and 3. There now will be a lot of dissension going into this pay-per-view Friday night with Moose, Veda, and Stokely. We'll talk more about that later in the preview for the upcoming pay-per-view Friday night. Next, we had up the phenomenally this tremendous tag team of one ACH and Matt Sydal. For those of you who are not regular Ring of Honor fans or fans of Ring of Honor from back in the day, Matt Sydal is the former Evan Bourne of the WWE. Regardless, this here wound up to be the match of the night as they went up against Hiroshi Tanahashi and Naito. My God, this first off, the Japanese refused to shake hands, having bad blood immediately with Matt Sydal. I don't know if this was a case of Japanese protocol where they usually do not shake hands but bow, or if this was simply a tactic to get under the skin of their opponents. This match had it all. Every kind of move that you're familiar with the former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, World Champion, Tag Team Champions. These men have held all the belts and are two of the greatest wrestlers in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Matt Sydal and ACH were not laying down or taking anything off of the two super athletes from Japan, if you will. Matter of fact, it looked to me that Matt Sydal and ACH were auditioning. I mean, they put it all on the line and left it all in the ring. And, I mean, to me, it looked like literally that Matt and ACH, I think Ring of Honor is worried about WWE picking talent from their roster. I think they better look and make sure that New Japan doesn't slide in and take their talent, as they're already very, very interested in the Kingdom. Of course, that's a story for another day. Again, this match, match of the night. Nobody could touch what went on in this ring. It was unbelievable and undescribable. It's something you have to see to believe. The team of Tanahashi and Naito wound up beating Matt Sydal and ACH. Tanahashi hitting his finisher from the top rope for the 1-2-3. And your winners, Team New Japan. And with that, as you know, these are our shows. These are not a long event, which makes it that much more fun to watch. You're not locked in for 3 hours. With that, and there's just a lot of nonsense is cut out. And that leads us to what would be a main event. The main event, of course, tonight was the contract signing between the world champion Jay Briscoe, going up at this Friday night's pay-per-view of Best in the World. Jay Lethal, the television champion, title versus title. The winner will be the Ultimate Champion in Ring of Honor, the first in the company's history. No violence ensued in this. We had a war of words, a table flip, but that was about it. The signings were done, and it leaves us to see what is going to be the outcome of the main event Friday night at Best in the World 2015. Now, the show promised you a preview, my picks, if you will, for the pay-per-view, and I'm going to jump into them real fast for you. The opening match just signed is the last real man, Silas Young, going up against Dalton Castle. And I'm going to tell you now, if you haven't seen Dalton Castle, I'm not going to tell you a damn thing about him. I'll let that be a surprise for you. There's no doubt in my mind that the last real man, Silas Young, will completely and utterly devastate one Dalton Castle. Then we got Mark Briscoe with ODB in his corner going up against House of Truth's Donovan Dijak with Truth Martini in his corner. This is going to be one hellacious fight. Mark Briscoe never fails to entertain. You know ODB is going to get involved with anybody. She doesn't care if it's man, woman, or beast. Donovan Dijak is a hot project. He is a progeny. He is a fantastic wrestler. And in my opinion, I gotta go with the House of Truth on this, with Donovan pulling out the win over Mark Briscoe. We then get ACH and Matt Sydal up against the Decade with Colby, BJ Whitmer, and don't mind me, Carino's son. And you know damn well it's going to be the same situation as before. BJ is not going to wrestle. He's going to leave it up to Carino's kid. And ACH and Sydal are just going to, I'm telling you right now, it seems to me that not only ACH, who's kind of going heel, Matt Sydal looks like he's about losing his mind and about ready to flip full-blown heel. And I think we're going to see him decimate Colby Carino in the ring for the win, in all kinds of high-flying moves and kicks and everything he brings to the game. No doubt in my mind the winners of this match will be ACH and Matt Sydal. And then we get what is up for nomination already for possibly the match of the night, and also could be a match of the year. It's a War of the Worlds return match. That's right, the Biz Cliz, the IWGP champ, AJ Styles, the greatest wrestler on God's green earth, tagging up with the junior IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks versus Adam Cole, and the IWGP World Tag Team Champions, the Kingdom. That's Taven and Bennett, with Maria Bennett Kanellis in their corner. We could expect Maria to get involved. Will other Bullet Club members make way out to the ring that we're unaware of? You never know with the Biz Cliz what's going to happen. What's going to happen, in my opinion, is this: the Biz Cliz is going to take this win, and this is going to continue on into Japan, as New Japan is hot on the Kingdom. They're obviously always hot on the Bullet Club. They want these two feuding back and forth. And Adam Cole is there, I think, to show off what he can do, because word is the WWE is very, very interested in Adam Cole. I don't know where his contract lies at this time, but you gotta think that a youngster like Adam Cole, with the right money, the right offer, seeing what's going on with other Ring of Honor superstars going to the WWE's NXT program, Adam Cole, in my opinion, would be a perfect fit in NXT. We then have the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. This is a non-DQ match. The Addiction, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, the best tag team in the business. Remember, they are the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions of the world. They're going up against Red Dragon. tag team matches 2 in a row, 3 in a row. But I mean, these two right here are really going to be the contenders. I mean, this is going to be an unbelievable match. I am going to go with the Addiction coming out over top of Red Dragon. Don't ask me why, but you know what? I always go with the Fallen Angel and Frankie Kazarian because I've been with them for years and they are just the best wherever they go. And I think they're hot in Ring of Honor right now, and I think they're going to use them and continue to push them as far as they can for as long as they can. So I picked the Addiction to retain the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship of the world. And then it's our number 1 contenders match. Michael Elgin going up against Moose, the formerly undefeated Moose, and Roderick Strong. Moose will have Stokely in his corner. Veda Scott is not scheduled to be there. I expect her to make herself known, and in my opinion, I expect between her and Stokely they will cost Moose the match. This is going to be a phenomenal 3-way dance, and in the end, Roddy Strong is going to come out as the number 1 contender to the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship, or if this is going to be some belt that's... I don't think they're going to mix these belts. I don't know how they're going to go about them, if they're going to split them or what they're going to do, but Roddy Strong, in my opinion, will be the number 1 contender. And the main event, the Battle of the Belts, champion versus champion, Ring of Honor television champion, Elizabeth, New Jersey's own Jay Lethal, going up against Ring of Honor's World Heavyweight Champion, part of the Briscoe Tag Team. Dem boys been in this company since day 1, multiple championships. I cannot even go into the number of tag teams and individual titles that Jay Briscoe has held. He's one of the most ruthless, violent, do what has to be done wrestlers in the business. But Jay Lethal has turned into one of the greatest wrestlers going in the business today. He is my favorite in this match, and unless there is some type of interference on behalf of Jay Briscoe, I see a new World Heavyweight Champion and remaining television champion, House of Truth's Jay Lethal will be the man in Ring of Honor, looking to face the number 1 contender, Roddy Strong. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, share this on Twitter and Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at You Got Da Show. That's DASHOW 1 Wrestling. Andre_Corbeil, the Impact Wrestling correspondent, the man for anything and everything to do with Impact Wrestling, the man with all the connections. Big Ray at Big Ray's show, handling anything and everything. He is like the underboss here amongst the family at One Wrestling. And the boss himself, Bill Apter at Apter One Wrestling, the Apter Chat on YouTube. And we cannot forget Billy Ray Hustle, Billy Ray Valentine, my tag team partner at Hustle and Show Goes Old School. We continue to keep working on getting things going. We got new computer system up. We're having difficulties. We had a guest. We were all set to go this week, and things fell apart. The computer crashed, and it was a nightmare. I threw up a great episode from way back when. It was episode number 4, talking about the Heyman Hustle DVD and all kinds of Philadelphia area wrestling, which kind of leads into the guest that we're going to have once we get this computer glitch fixed. So make sure you tune in to that. As always, I hit you back. You hit me on Twitter, instant message me, tweet me. I got you. I'll answer you. I take care of yous. Not a problem. Anything you got you think's different about the show tonight, what I called, what I picked for the pay-per-view? Again, comment down below. Don't be scared to type in down there. Let me hear. I can't fix anything unless I hear it. What I got to hear was I put the shout out. Dude, did the fans want to hear me do a review of the pay-per-views for Ring of Honor? And the answer was an outstanding yes. So you got the preview tonight. This weekend you will have the review of Best in the World coming at you from the show at One Wrestling. With that, again, I am the show, and I will see you down the road.